What's up, YouTube? Thomas L here. With Dumbo opening this week, since the film stars Michael Keaton, I decided to do my top 10 favorite Michael Keaton movies because he's been in a lot of good stuff over the years. So, with that being said, here's my list. Coming in at number 10, Oscar-winning Spotlight. Now, of course, this is the film about the Boston Globe, who's like assigned to, who assigns like a team of journalists to investigate allegations against John Gilligan, who's like a priest accused of molesting more than 80 boys, and the investigation is led by editor Walter Robbie Robinson, played by Michael Keaton. You also got Mark Ruffalo as one of the reporters. McGowan also in this. You also got Liev Schreiber. Some really good cast members. It was a really good movie. I mean, I didn't really think that it should have won Best Picture, to be honest with you. But it was still pretty decent, with a good cast, good performances by Ruffalo, by Schreiber. Definitely check this one out. I think you'll enjoy it. Coming in at number 9 is Night Shift. Now, this movie was directed by Ron Howard and starred Henry Winkler as well as Michael Keaton, Shelley Long. Like, in it, Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton ends up turning a morgue into like a brothel, and they become pretty much pimps to a prostitute. So that's pretty much the premise of the movie. It's a classic. I mean, it got released in 1981 or 82, around that era. It's pretty decent. I mean, I don't know if this movie could probably get made today, to be honest with you, because there's some offensive stuff in it that probably won't suit well with audiences today. But it was still pretty decent. And I really like the chemistry between Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton. So there's that. Coming in at number 8 is Jackie Brown. Now here, Michael Keaton, plays like a detective named Mark Durgas. The character's name is Ray Nicolai, I meant to say. And Micah Bowen plays Detective Mark Durgas. And here, you got Pam Grier playing a flight attendant named Jackie Brown, who is busted for smuggling money for her arms dealer boss, Odell Robbie, played by Sam Jackson. Of course, this was directed by Quentin Tarantino. It also had Robert Forster, Robert De Niro. Pretty good film. And it's definitely maybe one of Quentin Tarantino's most underrated films, because every time people really talk about this. I rarely hear people talk about this movie when they talk about Quentin Tarantino films. This is a really good one. If you guys never seen Jackie Brown, check it out. It's a really good one. Coming in at number 7 is The Other Guys. Now here, of course, Michael Keaton plays the captain, Gene Mott. And of course, you got Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg as buddy cops here. Sam Jackson's also in this. Dwayne Johnson, Ava Mendes. A pretty funny cameo by Derek Jeter. I love The Other Guys. This movie is a really funny flick. I really like the chemistry between Ferrell and Wahlberg. The scenes with Michael Keaton in it was pretty good. I really dug his parts. If you guys, never really seen this film yet, check it out. I still wish we got a sequel, but I mean, the movie turns out, believe it or not, the movie turns 10 next year, so shame we still never got a sequel to this. Coming in at number 6 would be Spider-Man Homecoming. Michael Keaton as the Vulture was great. I thought he was really great as the role. His interaction with Peter Parker was pretty good. I mean, Michael Keaton could play a bad guy really well. And he really showed it here. I thought he was great as the Vulture. And I think he's reprising his role as the Vulture again, Far From Home, if I'm not mistaken. So, we're probably going to be seeing him as the Vulture once again. I hope so, because he was really great in Homecoming. Coming in at number 5 is The Founder, which is, of course, about the founding of McDonald's. And you got Michael Keaton as the character Ray Kroc, who, of course, I guess you could say took credit for founding McDonald's, because it was mainly the idea was mainly the two brothers, but then Ray Kroc kind of stole the idea, and I mean, the movie was good, and Keaton was great, but Ray Kroc was not a good guy. I mean, he was not likable at all. But Keaton was still great here. And I mean, who knew that a movie about McDonald's could work out well? It worked out pretty well in this movie. Coming in at number 4 is Mr. Mom. Now, this of course stars Michael Keaton as a guy that who pretty much loses his job, so he ends up staying home to take care of his kids, while his wife ends up finding work before him. Michael Keaton was great here. Like I really liked the chemistry with him and his kids. That was pretty good. Terry Gar was pretty decent. If you guys never see Mr. Mom, it's an 80s classic. I think you'll enjoy it. And there's actually like a TV sequel coming out this year, so keep your eye out for that. Coming in at number 3 is Birdman. Now, this movie also won the Oscar for Best Picture, and it's great. I love this movie. Birdman was amazing. I mean, Michael Keaton as pretty much as both Regan Thompson and his alter ego Birdman was pretty good. You also had Ed Norton, Naomi Watts, Zach Galifianakis, Andre Riseborough, Emma Stone was in this. Really good cast. I mean, it's really funny. Like the scene with him, with Kim running around Times Square was pretty good. If you guys never seen Birdman by now, check it out. It's a really good one. Coming in at number 2 is Beetlejuice. Now this was a really cool role for him. I mean, he was in full makeup mode. It was directed by Tim Burton. Really good cast as well. Like you also had Al Borden, Gina Davis, Catherine O'Hara, Jeffrey Jones, Winona Ryder was in this. Really cool and very creepy film. Definitely check out Beetlejuice. It's a classic, and it's one of Keaton's like better roles as well. But his best role is my number 1 favorite. My number 1 favorite Keaton movie will, of course, be Batman. I mean, the movie got released in 1989. The movie turns 30 this year. Oh boy, I feel old and I wasn't even born that year. Anyway, Batman was great. I mean, Michael Keaton as a Cape Crusader was great casting. I mean, believe it or not, when Michael Keaton was cast as the role Batman, lots of people hated the idea. Like, if you guys think that Ben Affleck had it tough when he got cast as Batman, when Keaton got cast as Batman, he had it rough as well. So, and Keaton, I mean, I think he's a great Batman. You know, he played that role pretty well. He played Bruce Wayne pretty well. Of course, Jack Nicholson as a Joker was great. I love Batman. It's definitely an 80s superhero classic. And Tim Burton did a great job at directing. I mean, if you guys still never seen that Batman movie yet, still check it out. And of course, Keaton reprised his role one last time as Batman in Batman Returns, which I gotta say, I'll be down to see him play Batman again. Maybe Batman Beyond, that would be cool, but I don't know if that will ever happen. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Spotlight. 9, Night Shift. 8, Jackie Brown. 7, The Other Guys. 6, Spider-Man Homecoming. 5, The Founder. 4, Mr. Mom. 3, Birdman. 2, Beetlejuice. 1, Batman. Now, he's been in loads of other ones. Let me pull up his credit list. Of course, Batman Returns is a good one. He was in American Assassin, which lots of people like that movie. I adore American Assassin. The one that he did with Dylan O'Brien, I didn't really care for that one. Still want Beetlejuice too, but I don't know if that will ever happen. Toy Story 3, where he voiced the role of Ken, and I believe he's reprised his role for Toy Story 4 as well, so there's that. Jack Frost is actually more of a guilty pleasure. It's not a good movie at all, but I really love watching that. My Life is a good one. Let's see. Cars he was in. Minions. White Noise. The RoboCop remake was really good. Need for Speed he was great in. Herbie Fully Loaded, First Daughter, Much Ado About Nothing, Post Grad he was in, One Good Cop. Some pretty interesting stuff. Let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your favorite Mikey Keaton movies? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.